Hey occultists, it's your girl Mia back at you with more things you should know before starting HRT. One important thing to remember, neither me or this here blue eye are doctors, so take everything I say with just a pinch of salt. Before HRT, emotions often feel like a black and white, but when you're on it, you will have more of a spectrum. And many people talk about their good experiences with this. Being able to feel these feelings are good. But there is also another part that's important to remember. Lack of testosterone causes depression. You can also see this in men when they start producing less testosterone when they're older, they will get sadder. Be aware of this, and this will cause you to have a good amount of breakdowns early on in your transition. You'll get through this, okay? And this is also why doctors usually want you to have a certain level of testosterone, still low enough that you get a feminizing effect, but enough to keep your mood somewhat stable. I know that many transfems, both on HRT and before HRT, are really afraid of going bald, but in most cases this will never happen when you get HRT. This is because most baldness is caused by dihydrotestosterone, which is a hormone that testosterone can convert itself into, which causes thinning, hair loss, all that. You will not have this on HRT because you're not producing enough testosterone for it to happen. So yeah, you will not go bald on HRT unless something interesting happens. You will most likely lose a good bit of muscle mass on HRT. It is very common to lose muscle mass on HRT, and it is a lot harder to gain muscles, because testosterone is a hormone that makes it a lot easier to gain muscle mass. And believe it or not, I used to work out a lot, and as you can see, I lost a decent amount of muscle mass compared to that. Good news if you want to become a girl twink, bad news if you want to be a bodybuilder. Your metabolism will change, and this ties very well into a later point in this video. You will burn a lot less calories on HRT than you did before. A lot of these things are literally as simple as, oh yeah, women burn less calories than men. One of the big reasons for this is, again, muscle mass, which we just talked about. Because muscles increase your metabolism and burns calories. Fat distribution. This is a big thing for transfems. Your fat going to all the right places to make you look like the woman of your dreams. Instead of storing most of your fat in your stomach, it will go to your thighs, your butt, your breasts, which is really nice. This is like one of the most euphoric parts about all of HRT in my opinion. It will also go to your face, round it out a bit, make you look even more feminine than you already are. When it comes to fat distribution, your fat doesn't magically move. Say, your fat from your stomach will not creep up into your chest. Only the new fat you put on will go to these areas. So for most people this will be a very gradual process because you're always burning fat and putting on you. So things will change with time. You can also lose a good amount of weight and then go up again to make it happen faster. Or the opposite if you have a different start point. But trust me, you will look great. One thing that people pointed out in the comments of my last video was cold resistance. I can relate to this a lot because it's starting to snow outside already and I'm freezing cold. But again, this isn't just an issue for transfems, this is an issue for women in general. And that makes sense, because if you're a transfem, you're a woman. Yes, I'm talking to you, my transfem watcher. You are a very pretty woman. But why is our cold resistance lower than before? There's a couple of reasons. One of them is, as mentioned earlier, metabolism. Because metabolism is when you burn calories, and this also heats your body. And with a lower metabolism, you don't heat as much. Because you're not heating as much, you will be colder. And we also touched on another thing earlier, less muscles. Muscles is a natural heat-producing insulator. And if you have less of that than you're used to, then you will feel colder again. And my third thing is a Pfizer study that shows that women have a warmer core temperature, but are colder in the extremities. Extremities are your arms, your legs, your toes, your hands. Apparently blood doesn't reach these areas as well as before. That's why women usually have colder hands, for example. And also why they feel colder. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to join our cult, it's down in the description. Huge thanks to my Buy Me a Coffee supporters. You're wonderful, you're valid just the way you are.